The shader pack BSL has finally properly updated to 1.21.5, which means that all the new foliage is now properly waving in the wind and stuff, and I'd been waiting on that before I went and textured these for my pack, so now that that's done, we can get started. So I thought we'd start with the bush. Now, like a lot of the other foliage textures in Minecraft, the texture itself is in black and white, so that it can change color depending on the biome that it's in. I went for a style similar to what I did for the sweet berry bush, which is basically where I turned every pixel in the texture into its own like leaf. So I just started with the lightest color and slowly went down through each of the darker colors, making them all their own layer. A couple times in here I did miss some, so I had to go back and fix it. Then I added some slight PBR, which is basically just to make them react to light the same way that like our other grass does. Now this was looking pretty good for our texture, but I also have an add-on for my resource pack called the Lush Foliage add-on, which does just that. It makes like leaves fluffier and it makes stuff like grass and flowers thicker. So I needed to add support for the bush to that. At first looking at the bush, I kind of thought that I'd need to make a brand new model for it, but just to test it out, I copied over the exact model that I'd used for like grass, and honestly it worked surprisingly well. It does sort of change the overall shape of the bush into more of a wide thing, but that's sort of what I want to do with the add-on anyway. So here's our final bush normally, and then here's it with Lush Foliage turned on.